Every once in a while, a story comes to light that makes you realize how fragile and beautiful life is. Far we have admired Kelly Ripa and Mark Consuelos for many years. Love that seems unbreakable at first sight. A pair who to millions of people throughout the world represents the power of true love and its ability to endure. Still, Kelly Ripa's recent public sobbing verified the terrible news that no fan ever wanted to hear. As her eyes filled with sorrow, she spoke about saying goodbye. This isn't a goodbye to her lover, but it is to our acquaintance with them, the time we spent together, and the journey they traveled that characterized a time. If you make it to the very end, you could learn something from Kelly's heartfelt farewell that will change the way you look at love, life, and the limited time we all have. To fully grasp how devastating Kelly's departure was, we need to return to the beginning. Mark Consuelos and Kelly Ripa first locked eyes in 1995 on All My Children. There was an undeniable spark right away. The fans had a feeling about the storyline developing on screen long before anyone else did. Not long after that, at a low-key Las Vegas wedding, they exchanged vows. Authentic love, unadulterated and grandiose. It was a powerful example of why more personal venues are needed to share the world's most profound love tales. After enduring the unique challenges of fame for nearly 3 decades, Kelly and Mark were able to raise 3 children while simultaneously juggling thriving careers. The admirers held on tight to their love because, flaws and all, it was real. While Kelly and Mark were on camera one morning, things were different. Kelly didn't seem as vivacious as usual, despite Mark sitting next to her. Her voice quivered as she hesitated before ultimately speaking the words that stopped the studio in its tracks. Their lives, as their fans have known them, are changing. And Kelly broke down in tears as she embraced the awful news. She was saying goodbye not to Mark's love, but to the image of him that the public has had of him for a long time. The room was suddenly silent. A gasp escaped the audience. A flood of messages came in via the internet. The news shocked all around them. Do we have a rationale for this tragic parting? And why was it revealed at that particular moment? Kelly Swellows and Mark had been quietly coping with their own problems. He was Kelly's rock and the head of his own ship for a long time, but he never once let on that he was going through a tough time on a more personal level. Kelly said that Mark had reached a crossing. The pressure, the pace, and the high expectations were all beginning to take a toll on me. He was experiencing transformations on all levels, physical, mental, and spiritual. They were in agreement. A shift was necessary. Kelly was effectively proclaiming this truth as she said her goodbyes. The man she loves needs a fresh course of action. This will alter how his fans see him, but it will not spell the end of their marriage. In addition, that discovery contains the story that everyone is familiar with. The need to make a change arises out of nowhere. It's something that everyone has experienced. Kelly thought back on the tragic night that forced them to confront reality. Neither a sudden disaster nor a spectacular breakdown occurred. Friendlier and less chatty, Mark simply said he wasn't okay, which was a first. For a man who had always been a rock for his loved ones and a strong man, it was both freeing and devastating. The comments hurt Kelly deeply, but they also helped her see things in a different light. She said her farewell was unrelated to her loss, that Mark was courageous enough to say it like it was the main point. Millions of admirers were able to witness something extraordinary right then. A courageous couple who can show that, yes, even the deepest love stories have fragile moments. Kelly explained that she lost it because she was too focused on being tough and keeping the performance going to notice the red flags. She apologized profusely for her delayed recognition and sobbed her sorrows. But her tears also contained a promise. Promise. From this point on, Mark will put his health and happiness first, not his fame, not his career, and not the expectations of millions. Her supporters sensed that vow in her goodbye speech. The preceding rhythm is over. Dispel the idea that they could pretend everything was okay. Kelly told Mark her heartfelt farewell, but it wasn't just about their marriage. Every couple, every family, and each of us was affected. Why? The truth is, we're all forced to part ways with certain things. Not necessarily with specific people, but with certain chapters, with the past, with certain illusions we held on to, and habits that no longer serve our best interests. During her live televised farewell, Kelly's tears were rolling down her cheeks. For the rest of us, it might come more quietly. Fans all over the globe were moved to tears by Kelly Ripa's emotional goodbye to husband Mark Consuelos as he was set to leave live with Kelly and Mark. In light of Ripa's heartbreaking departure, viewers expressed their grief over the loss of the two captivating hosts and the conclusion of their television partnership on various social media platforms. Live is one of the most popular daytime talk shows thanks to the undeniable chemistry and humor shared by hosts Kelly Ripa and Mark Consuelos. Audiences have been delighted for years by their endearing conversation, infectious laughter, and heartwarming moments. Unfortunately, Kelly has had to say an agonizing goodbye to her husband Consuelos. Due to recent circumstances, he's leaving the program to pursue new opportunities. Ripa paid tribute to her husband and co-host during the live broadcast of Live with Kelly and Mark, and she fought back tears as she said her goodbye. Thinking back on their shared journey on the show, a journey filled with love, laughter, and support, carried a real emotional burden for Ripa. Not only did their professional union come to an end, but an era for the two and the millions of fans who have enjoyed their on-screen chemistry. The sincere emotion in Ripa's speech about her feelings of loss while working with Consuelos drove the audience to tears. She expressed her emotions by saying, "It's been an incredible ride. While staving off tears, Mark has been my rock throughout life and on stage for a long time. Imagining this area without him is quite challenging." Those who have followed their relationship on screen can relate, and many have taken to social media to vent their grief over the breakup. The responses from the audience were quite moving. Mark's departure is unbelievable. Their connection is priceless, gashed a fan on Twitter. Still another admirer voiced their sadness, saying, "I'll miss them when Kelly and Mark were on TV." The special connection that the couple has on and off camera has been a driving force behind Live's success, and many viewers are worried about the future of the show without them. The marriage of Ripa and Consuelos has served as an example to many of the transformative power of love, laughter, and cooperation. Throughout the years, their public friendship has only intensified since it started when they co-starred on All My Children. Their fans have had a unique opportunity to see a partnership characterized by affection, support, and mutual respect, as they have navigated their personal and professional lives side by side. Many admirers, despite their sadness, are eager to see what the future holds for Kelly and Mark. Mark Consuelos has left no stone unturned in his pursuit of new professional opportunities, leaving fans curious about his future endeavors. People are wondering if he will take on new tasks behind the camera or if his departure means he's venturing into acting or other types of media. Whatever the future holds for the multi-talented actor and TV personality, his legion of devoted followers can't wait to witness his work. The show will continue, but Kelly will never forget her time on Live with Mark. The show's loyal viewers have been following the couple since their beginnings together and are hoping that their future together will be as magical as their past.